Here at Korazin, there are remains of a Jewish town mentioned in the Babylonian Talmud, Menachot 85a, and renowned for good wheat that was grown there. Of course, in the New Testament, Matthew 11, verse 21, in Luke chapter 10, verse 13, Korazin is mentioned as a city condemned by Jesus, Yeshua, together with Bethsaida and Capernaum. Interesting. Now, of course, you have Eusebius's book, The Onomasticon, describing Korazin as a ruined city. No one lives here to this day. It's cursed. The town covers an area of some 100 dunams, or 10 hectares, and so that's like 40 acres, and it's divided into 5 quarters. The quarter in the center has a synagogue. It's beautiful. The remains of 3 large buildings and a prominent paved square in the center of the quarter. The earliest settling in Korazin was in the 1st or 2nd century AD, and it was located on the slope of the northern hill. In the period of the Mishnah and the Talmud, which is the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, the town grew and spread southward. Most of the remains are visible today from this period. At the end of the Talmudic period in the 5th or 6th centuries, CE or AD, the town would be restored. Many repairs and changes were carried out to the original buildings and the synagogue. The next period of growth was in the 8th century, the early Islamic period, with some additional changes. Some people lived here a little bit. And then there was another hiatus of several hundred years, all the way till the 13th century, where a small population occupied until the 15th century. And so a traveler that passed through the area in the 16th century reported about Jewish fishermen living in Korazin. The first excavation of Korazin were conducted by Cole and Watzinger in the early 1900s. Were they British, I wonder? I don't know. As part of their survey of ancient synagogues. Excavations were renewed in 1920 by the Hebrew University and, of course, by the British Mandate's Government Department of Antiquities. Extensive work in the central quarter was carried out by Israel Department of Antiquities and Museums in 1965. Further excavation and restoration took place in 1980 to 1983. That's my birthday year, as a joint enterprise of the National Parks Authority. The Israel Nature and Parks Authority, in cooperation with the government of Israel, has a big conservation effort that it's doing here, and there's a lot that is yet to be uncovered, lots of the history of ancient Israel, and I invite you to come with us on the Ambassador Academy and check it out for yourself and see why these towns were cursed in the first place and see why other towns were blessed. How will your town fare? How will your community fare? How will your nation fare as you follow the Master Galilean?